What's up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching this video from and when you're watching this video. We're back again for day 2 of the Tarios 5 days challenge, and this time we're working with Pringles. Yeah, let's see. So the copy is crunch into the next level of snacking. Now, the last one we did yesterday, it was it was interesting. I used the wrong choice of clothes. Yeah, but this time I'll try my best to make it as relatable as possible. And besides, it's Pringles. Not everybody loves Pringles, but I love Pringles a lot. So yeah, I've been doing some research, and while doing my research, I found out some stuff that I feel I could use. For example, um, an image of someone probably snacking on something. I'm thinking of using, I don't know which one to use yet, but I'm thinking of using one of this image of someone sitting down and snacking on something. So we'll convert the bean bag to like a Pringles stuff like that. I don't know how it work, but we'll figure out something. Then yeah, I was thinking of using this, right? I still do not know how that will work, but yeah. So first thing first, let's download this. I have a subscription with Envanto, so but if you watch this video and you need this particular image, you can just let me know in the comments, and I'm going to drop it using a Google Drive or something. But yeah, I love this image of how the Pringles are stacked together. This time we want to make it as simple as possible. The last time we worked on our video yesterday, it was about an hour plus, which was too long. So yeah, let's say we have which one do we want to work with? So Pringles is so let's download this first. LAF art. All right, that is downloaded. Then we need the Pringle logo itself. Let me check. Yeah, we need the Pringle logo itself. So I'm going to just pick this one. All right. So pick that. Now, only do this if you're doing like what's it called? Your design is just like you're not doing a commercial design. It's just freestyle, right? You're not making money from it. There are several ways to like download pictures from Shutterstock, but yeah, whichever one works for you. Well, I think I would work with this. Let's check again. Pringles has yellow in it, right? Yellow and red. So this guy's sitting on yellow. This one is orange. So I'd rather go with this. So I'll just copy the link, no art, and so find stock, click view. Now open, and we have our picture. I don't know what I want to do with this yet, but I know that it will be very nice, right? So yeah, first thing first, let's upscale the image, right? So while upscaling, turn on your Photoshop. I want to try my best again, there's no way I would not use generative fill, but I want to try my best to like reduce it. On like here's this video where almost everything I was in had like generative fill attached to it. So we've downloaded the Pringles, then we've downloaded the logo. What else do we need? Excuse me. What else do we need? I think this is fine. So let's go to this. We've downloaded this already. And yeah, let's just jump straight into it. All right. So this is the image. Again, it's a square design. And as usual, I'm going to still work with my 5000 by 5000. So I'll just call it Pringles crunch. You can work with 1.5 by 1.5 or 2000 by 2000. and I've explained why in my previous video. But yeah, first thing first, this time we're not using like flashy backgrounds or anything, so we want to like use a very minimalistic background, and to do that we'll be using the color of Pringles, right? Yeah, we'll be using the color of Pringles. So I'm just going to hide this, and first thing is to create a new solid using this color, right? And we can make it lighter, or you can just make it a little bit lighter, like so. Yeah, something like this works. Now the next thing is to bring in our Pringles. So I'm going to select subject. Now you don't necessarily have to use the select subject. You can go to select and choose select subject from that part. So I'm going to just select. All right, it has been selected. Ctrl J to separate from the background, and we have this. I'm going to just bring this in. Yeah. Ctrl T. All right, so I'm going to just leave this as it is. So let's call this case. Now let's duplicate. Now let's try to remove this top one. I'm just going to select that top one and delete it, right? So it is empty like this. Now the reason I'm doing that is I'm not sure if this would work, and we might need to use that other one we downloaded, which is this one. So first thing first, let me see if I could upscale this. Again, about the upscale tool, if you need to download it, I think I've done several tutorials on that, but if you just need to download it, you can go to just go to upscale.org. Then you'll see for Windows or MacBook, depending on what you're using, right? So whichever. Now you just come to downloads. You can see downloads here. This is downloads. You just click on downloads and you choose if you're using a Linux, a Mac OS, or a Windows. Just download it, and it's free to use. It runs based on your RAM, right? So based on the RAM of your system, it can be slow, it can be fast, but it's definitely going to give you an upscaled. You can see the difference. It's going to give you an upscaled image. All right, so this one already has like a background, because again it's to convert it to like JPEG. So what you want to then do is we'll just select subjects, and Ctrl J to separate. You can see some stuffs here. So again, it's chips. You don't have to be perfect about it. So I'm going to just drag this in like so. Now we might not use this, but again, it's just good to have like options, right? So you will notice that the Pringles, this one is a bit like it's darker than this, so we want to make it lighter. And you can just come to adjustment layer and do all that, but I don't want to waste time. I do not really have the time today. So what I'll just do is I'll just come to brightness and contrast and just do whatever I want to do there. Right, this is better like this. So I don't know how it's going to be placed yet, but let's just still flip it vertically first. The vertical work. Coming. Again, we don't know yet, but this is just going to be like a try and error thing. It's more or less like a try and error thing. So let's see. We're not sure which will work yet, but we just know that something will work. But yeah, let's leave it like this. Now let's bring in a character. Open using Photoshop. I'm going to just, another way to select on Photoshop is going to your what is it called? Going to, is it this crop tool? No. Yeah, going to your quick selection tool and choose object selection and just hover across the image. Select it and automatically selects your image. Right? Now I want to also select this. So make sure that it is placed on addition. Then hover across this as well and select it. Now it is selected. So now you can just, anyone that has not been selected, you can just do that. You can zoom in and make sure they are properly selected. As you can see, this is not properly selected. We'll still remove that. That's why I'm trying to just, and this is where AI would come into play, because we'll need to like remove that. And yeah, all right. So what else? Okay, let's zoom in. Let's remove. I love being very detailed with my stuff. All right, let's say we're satisfied with what we have. Go to select and max, and yeah, good to go. And just press OK. Remove apply layer mask and drag it into your, no, is this here? No, drag it into, sorry, let me delete this. Drag it into our design. All right, so what do you want to then do now? Can this work? Let's see. I'm trying to see how this can work. All right, let's just hope for the best. So first thing first, I think I will not be needing this. I don't know why I selected this, but I will not be needing this. So yeah, let me select objects. Yeah, I will not be needing. So I'll just what do I want to do? Let me add layer mask. Oh, sorry, inverse. First thing first, select inverse, then add layer mask. So it is added like this. That way it can stand on its own. Then we'll turn on this one, right? So when we turn this on, it looks like, I want it to look like it's sitting on the Pringles, but I don't know. Let me see if I can get a clearer picture of a Pringles that looks like a chair. I think this looks like a chair, right? Even this other one itself, wait, let's, so that we don't we don't do too much. Yeah, even this one would work. Can't you guys see? I swear this one will work. This one will actually work. Yeah, it will. It will. right? This will just come out of it. All right. Again, we don't want to waste too much time, so I'll just work with what I have. Let's bring this down a little bit. Let's make it smaller because what am I doing? Let's make it smaller. Yeah, so we'll make this smaller as well because again, yeah. All right, so before we continue, we have to make sure that this is not popcorn. So let me turn off everything, zoom in, and use AI to tell it to hold holding Pringles. Now let's pray it works. So I have to change it to holding can, not holding Pringles, because holding Pringles was giving us something crazy. So this is it, holding can. Option 2, option 3. So let's see which one would work for us. So I think this is better. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to merge the layers. Now what I'm going to now do is this. I'm going to select I'll just select this part that I don't need. Oh shit. Apologies for the curse word. So I'll select this part and cut it off. Delete. Right? Now, what do we want to do? We want to go and get Pringles. So we'll go online, we'll download Pringles. Sometimes it's not easy to see all these things. Let's use Pinterest, I beg. Original Pringles. Yeah, this is it. So I'm just going to download this. Open image. Download. Sometimes you just have to take risks. I was not expecting it to turn out great like that. Like, although I mean we're not done, but I mean it's coming together. So let's really upscale this. By the way, come and join me. I'm eating banana bread. Banana bread from Obey. That's Happiness, one of my schoolmates. Is it Obey or Buy? Oh yeah. This is really great. All right. Make sure everything is properly selected. And when done, Ctrl J to separate it, bring it into. First off, let's delete all these ones that we don't need anymore. Delete. Now bring it into this. Resize it, Ctrl T. As you can see. Yeah, photo manipulation is sweet. Like the fact that the fact that you can just convert bunch of like JPEGs, bunch of pictures into like awesome design is just amazing. It's just fascinating to do. Right now, you'd see that we need our hand to like, you know, we need the Pringles to, yeah, find a way to like do that stuff. Okay, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. So what I can do is this. I would Ctrl J to duplicate this. Now I will merge this together, and I would select this part and tell AI to do something about it. So AI was not giving us anything good. So I'll just do what I normally do. Control. So what I'll do is I'll just find a way to bring out the news. Yeah. Control J. Control J. So select these two, match them. So now it looks, but we have an issue with the hand. So that hand thing, another thing we can do is, let me wait, hold on. Let me see how I can remove. Alright, so I've been able to like get the hand, to make, you have several options. I'll just work with this. I just want to make sure it is perfect, that's why. So let me merge this two. I'm going to cut out this part of the shirt, so I don't need it. Delete. Now the hand itself, I'm going to I'm still going to find a way to, like, you can see it looks very thin, kind of. It doesn't look like your regular hand and fingers. So I'm still going to find a way to like make it work. So Control J. So let's call these fingers. All right. Bring this behind. Let's call this Pringles. Now bring the Pringles a little bit like this. Now for the hand itself, we're going to use filter liquify. We're going to use liquify to like make it, I don't know, like give it some what's it called? You get, because at the moment it doesn't look realistic, especially this one. Yeah, this is slightly better. All right, now this is better. So now we can include shade. See, we're still on the man. Clip it to the Pringles. Make sure black is selected. Take your brush, make sure it is 100% opacity. So now multiply, and also for the fingers you need to add some shape to it so it doesn't look just you know, clip it, then just add some bit of like shape to it, and something like this. So multiply as well. Alright, this looks better, looks more realistic. Now it's looking like it's actually holding a Pringle. But I think that shadow is too much. Yeah, this is better. Now we can introduce this. Now for this one, I'm going to bring them together, group them, call it man. Ctrl J to duplicate it. Now merge this one into one image so that we can easily move it about like this, right? And the reason why I'm doing that is because, excuse me, the reason why I'm doing that is because we need to, let me bring this down here. We need to, yeah, we can turn on this now. Before we turn it on, we need to select this part of the Pringles. No, this part. Let me just select this part. Yeah, we need to select that part and Ctrl J it and bring it up so it's actually inside the Pringles. If you get my point, like if you get the concept, so it's actually inside the Pringles and not just, you know, that way when we attach like shade, which is what we're going to do now, like you'll see, let's add shadow to the side of the man where he's seated. It becomes very easy for you to like make it realistic. Like it looks more realistic when you can see that vibe. Aha, now it looks like actually sitting there. Now again, because his leg is here, we definitely have to add like shadow somewhere here. So for that, I'll create shadow, clip it to this and just pull it down. Okay, before we continue, let me select the shadow. Okay. Instead of doing that, let me even, I still need to make this. No, it's nice. Worse. All right. Duplicate the man. Go to image. Hue and saturation. Make it black, like this. Now, clip it to, you get my point. Ctrl T, and I'm going to like turn it like this, so that it looks like his leg is actually you can make it smaller. Let's see how we can do this. Let's manage this for now. Multiply, blur, Gaussian blur. So as you can see, the leg where it is here, there's that shadow that it's not affecting the one we created here, which is this other chip, right? This other chips. So what we'll just do is just duplicate this shadow, bring it up here, and attach it to this one so that they all blend together. You get my gist? So before we continue, let's save our work. Now that we have saved our work, we can turn on our. You can see that it's already like it's looking pretty cool, kind of. Yeah, I mean to some extent. So now, do we want to use yellow or want to use red? I think that yellow is better. It's clearer. So now what I used to do is when I have like a yellow background like this, right? Again, this is not even the exact yellow. So let's use the exact yellow. Yeah, it's almost like orangey yellow. Wait, I'm coming. Where's our logo? Turn on the logo. Yeah, let's use this exact yellow. Now what we want to then do is create a new layer. Take your brush, increase the size. Now touch your black, touch the yellow, and go to the lighter version and just dab. Zoom out and dab. What you're doing is you're giving it depth, like depth of field, right? You're giving it depth of field. If that's correct. I mean, I think it's correct. But you're making it look like it's not just flat, like it's not just a flat design. So now we can bring in Pringles. We already have Pringles. Well, now we can. I think what we can now do is this. We can even, because this is plain. So what we can do is we can bring. Oh, I did not save my Pringles. Where are you? I think I already attached it to the man, so it should be somewhere here. This Pringles. So I'm going to just bring this here. So I want to see if I could use this as nah. Let me just use the. Let's rasterize. Ctrl T to reduce the size. Bring it here. All right, this is better. All right, so our logo, right? Because again, the can is. I think we'll just have to use normal this because again, I think most of the time those ones don't usually work. We'll just have to use it as normal. Yeah, there's a new tool on Photoshop. I don't know if that tool is here. I've not updated my Photoshop. Yeah, but yeah, this works for me. This works for me. What else we want to do? Let's bring the logo to this place. Then what else we want to do? I think we should make this one darker. Sorry, I think we should make it darker. What do you think? I'm not sure. The lights should not be showing here. Let me try and see what we can do. Create a new shadow. Let's brush the side. Yeah, something like this. It shouldn't be this light here. No, it shouldn't go down too much. Yeah, so multiply. right, so again we're going to bring it, we're going to bring this second shadow to chips up here so that it blends well with our work. Let's reduce this leg opacity to 95, 90. Okay, let's see 90. Same with this, 90. All right. Let me check for Pringles. So we have, I'm trying to see the fonts they use for their designs. I like this effect. So the copy, let's quickly put the copy in. What does the copy say? Crunch into the next level of snacking. Now this is where we might need to take a bit of time because font is always positive. All right, so I've been able to like use these fonts, but again, now that I was going through the designs for, what's it called, for Pringles, I noticed that their background is usually very dull, right? And I mean, I sincerely love this one. This one looks really nice. So I'm thinking of using something like this. Yeah, I'm thinking of using something like this. Let me see if I can use this one. I'm just going to use the background. So yeah, let's quickly scale this up. Upscale. While we are doing that, for this font, because this yellow is not given at all, like it's, even though it's directly from their logo, I noticed it's not exactly what they use in their deliverables. So for that, I would open this up. I'll just select all this. Excuse me. Or another thing I can do, instead of just using somebody else's design, let me do something. let's go to yeah, let's use this. This is better. So we'll have to work on this now. I have some designs I've created in the past that I made use of a glow effect, so I want to pick that glow effect. Let me see. I think it's currently at yeah, I did it for the design I did for Kitenshaw. Yeah, you notice there's this, yeah, that glow effect is there, which is this one. Yeah, this one. So but this one, instead of, we're going to make it like we're going to convert the color back to orange here. So Ctrl T. Yeah, it looks better now. It looks better, way better. Although I could have even gone for like, now it looks better. I think I'll stick with my red. I'll stick with red. Or I'll just mix them. I don't know. I really do not know. Let me see what I can do. All right. At this point, I don't even know. That's the orange and yellow. It's too shouty, kind of, honestly, and that's why I'm having second doubts. Yeah, this color is giving me a headache. You know what? I'll just stick with what I have here. This is good to go. I sincerely feel this is good to go. Yeah. Now that we have this, we can Ctrl T. No, that's too much. And bring this in. And this is going to be I'm going to give it that light effect. Understand that effect that used to be on like design and stuff. So push it somewhere here as well. So it looks like it's actually glowing. I think we should do that for this part too. So Ctrl J and Ctrl C. I'm going to increase. I'm going to increase the size of this. So I think I should just this should work. And just to give it that shiny effect. What do you guys think? I hope I'm not doing too much. Does it look like I'm doing too much? I don't know. Anyways, do you think we should still go with our? At this point, I'm not even sure. I'm coming. Let me duplicate this and. You know what? Let's stick with our yellow. Yeah, I'm going to stick with this. So, our text. I don't know what else to do with this text, even though I'm not feeling it like that, but. If the text is going to be there, I think our logo should come to this side, or we should not even have logo at all. Let me check their designs. Their design usually have logo, but it's not this type. I mean, logo is already, but again, yeah, it's very important. We can just make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, this black is not working, so let me see what can work. One would have thought that it's like smaller stuff that will give us issues and not like heavy stuff like this, you know. Yeah, I'm just going to leave this like this. For the guy, I'm going to give him light, because light is coming from the front of the, you get my point. And for that, let's choose white. I'm going to zoom in. All right. So after giving him that, you just go to overlay or soft light. So, but I think overlay gives it that nice effect. Now we still need to give it some shadow too. For this one would, yeah, so we'll just make it and it's just a very subtle shadow. That's a very subtle shadow. All right, yeah, this looks cool. This looks cool. I mean, yeah, it looks cool. For the can itself, we're going to give it shadow as well. We're going to give it light as well, because light can be seen around it. Yeah. I think for the man, that light should be slightly reduced. Yeah, just slightly. Now for the shadow of the how am I doing? The shadow of the can. Because again, if the light is coming here, the shadow should be, you get my point. So for this, again, it's going to be just like this, but would multiply and bring it like down, you know. And the reason why you're seeing this is because we need to also duplicate the shade and add it to the one at the top there. That's this chip. Now it looks better. 17. Alright guys, so crunch into the next level of snacking. It looks like, you know, the chips are giving him you know, stairs. So next level kind of, that's the concept. But yeah, what do you guys think about this? I'm not done, but before we continue, let's add our logo. So for this, I will just select the first and the last layer, Control Shift Alt E. Nope, was a mistake. First layer, hold down Shift, select last layer, Control Shift Alt E to convert everything to a singular image. Now before we continue, you can see all this stuff that I'm not enjoying. So what you want to do is just zoom in and use your blur tool. You can reduce the strength a little bit. I didn't want to do that before because I was thinking, I mean, well, yeah, I guess you have to do it every time. So it can blend properly with the background, you know, just like if you're taking a picture, if you zoom in on your picture that you're taking, you cannot really tell the difference between the edge of your clothes and the background, because, you know, the Gaussian blur would have blended it so well that, you know, yeah, you get the difference. I think we should also do the same for the chips. Alright, so I'm tired already. I need to go back to work. Control Shift Alt E, then go to filter. Before we go to filter, I've forgotten we need to like add color lookup. I mean, it's not always necessary, but color lookup gives it. You can see that effect that it just gave it. I mean, we can still reduce it a little bit, but I love that effect. Then let's try another one. Nah, terrible. Terrible. That's not the one I was looking for. Nope. Nope. You know what? To avoid storage that touches, let's leave it as it is. I mean, this one we could have used darken for this. No, not darken. Now I think I'm doing so much, so don't let me do too much. Delete. I think this one is enough. I think this one serves too much a little bit. So filter, camera raw filter. Let's bring down the contrast a bit. For the color, we can add more vibrance to it, but not so much because it's colorful already. Like adding green to it. But yeah. Yeah, and we're done. I hope you've learned one or two today. Thank you for coming to my YouTube tutorial. And I'm going to see you possibly tomorrow for the next round. This is day 2. I'm going to see you next time. Shout out to Tyrus for this amazing challenge. Yeah, have a wonderful day.